I really hope my camera's picking up these birds. There's actually 2 sugars in this tea this morning. What a week, guys, what a week. I literally haven't picked this camera up for I don't know how long. Because we've had, what did we have first? 10th of June was my birthday. Then it was Father's Day on the Sunday. And then it was my father-in-law's birthday on the Monday. And it was Mila's birthday yesterday. It almost sounds artificial, doesn't it, those birds? Thankfully, the cats have never actually brought one of the birds in. We have had, what did we have that time? Vole, mole, I'm not sure what it was. It was super cute. Unfortunately, one was passed away, but the other one that was by here was alive. Also, on the subject of cats, Mango has had a litter of kittens. We were given like 2 weeks notice because we were stroking her one night, well, Paul was, and he said, Lish, she's pregnant. And I was like, what? Now, we had a bit of an inkling one Saturday when we were going out down the Celtic Manor for an overnight stay, that she was mating with, so we saw one ragdoll, one half Maine Coon, half ragdoll, one Shiba cat, you know, like the grey, like smoky grey blue look, and a tabby. Now, apparently the kids saw the tabby biting Mango's neck and jumping on the back of her, and we've just left it at that. We haven't explored the conversation. So we know that a tabby cat mated with her, and we know that the Shiba cat and the other two, like, we actually seen those. So we took a photo so that we knew to the day. But we had like no signs of pregnancy up until 2 weeks before her due date. And well, up until 2 weeks before she like gave birth. And yeah, Paul felt them wriggling, and it just spiraled from there. She just got bigger and bigger every day. And then on Friday last week, me and a few of the girls had a what do we have, a pour and paint the pot night. And it so Paul stayed down his mother's with the kids, and I had a night share on my own. Well, I slept overnight. And in the morning, Mango jumped up on the bed and was like, meow. And I thought, that's not like Mango. So I was like, right, see how she goes. And she was like, and I was thinking, oh my gosh, is it happening? And like I've never done this before. How quick is it going to happen? So I just laid on the bed, you know, comforted her. And then she started like, not like pushing, but like straining, like a contraction. So I phoned Paul. I was like, you need to come home quick. Mango's in labour. And it was literally like 2 hours of these contractions and nothing was coming. So I like, rang the vets, got the emergency vet number just in case. And yeah, she got out of the little bed that we'd made for her. And I was like, oh my gosh, we need to like barricade the bed so she doesn't go underneath our bed, because she was in our bedroom. And she didn't want to go back in. And I was like, oh, if she delivers these kittens outside of her little bed that we've made, how are we going to get them back in? But then she was sitting on Paul's lap having contractions. Oh, that's another thing. Sorry, I've missed. When Paul actually came home, she hadn't like meowed or anything at this point. He walked through the bedroom door. She looked up and went, "Meow," as if to say, Dad, it's happening. It was just so cute. She loves Paul. And yeah, she was sitting on Paul's lap during her contractions, bless. And then And then she was like half in, half out of the cage. And I was like, Paul, you're going to have to get her back in because she can't deliver them here. And as he like propped her in, but I was like, look, we can't touch her either. I really didn't know what to do. He was like, Leash, come here, once come in. And yeah, we had the first one. And then the second one came really fast. And we thought, oh, she's had two, that's lovely. And then I was sitting there then letting her clean them, and they eat the afterbirth. And excuse me, that was like really, but it was nature. I had to just let it take its course. And then all of a sudden I look and I was like, oh my gosh, there's a third. And then before you know it, there was a fourth. And yeah, we had 4 kittens, and oh my gosh, she was just absolutely amazing. So relaxed she was. So obviously we covered the top of her like bed that we've done for her with like blankets and stuff, so it was dark. We put some cat meditation music on the telly, and I put my sunset lamp on as well, just to create like a nice calming vibe for her, like a nice ambient ambient vibe in the room. And yeah, we have what do we have? We have grand kits. Or grandkids. And I want to keep them all. And Paul has said no. And it wasn't that polite, but he's basically said, no, we can keep one. So, you know, I got to be happy. So what I'm hoping is that we'll keep one. My mother will have one. My sister will have one. And then I'll be like, Paul, we can't let that one go and never see it again. We'll have to keep the other one. And then we'll have 4 cats. Yeah, so we're having a cup of tea in the garden. I haven't done this before, actually. I usually come out to water the plants in the morning and just get it over and done with, go back in and have my tea. But I thought, you know what? I'm actually going to have my tea out here this morning. And it's lovely. Really, really nice. And I've been reading as well about, and I might ask my friend, oh gosh, can you even see me with the sun? I might ask my friend to come and talk a bit more about this, or maybe like teach me a little bit more if she doesn't feel comfortable. I think it's called I want to say circadian rhythm, or I'm not sure if I've pronounced that right. But it's basically like our internal body clock. And what I've read is that it's really, really beneficial. You know, in the morning, especially like on holidays, we get up, we go and stand out on the balcony, or we go down for breakfast. We're in the sun, we're in the fresh air. Now, I know that's hard in the winter, so I'll have to see if there's other types of things you can do in the winter. But I've been reading that it's beneficial to just expose yourself to sunlight and fresh air first thing in the morning, or as early as you can. So that's why I've decided to have my cup of tea in the garden today. And I do actually feel like a lot calmer than what I do in there, because I come back from a school run and it was just all of the breakfast was still out. And as much as I was like, look for the glimmers, you know, kids have had a nice breakfast, they've had a calm morning, you haven't been cleaning when they've been here. It's just easier said than done, isn't it? That cyclone is just starting to spin inside. But the house is cleaned and I am now out here about to water my plants and having my cup of tea. So yeah, that's our setup. And I did actually video some of the birth. Some of it I couldn't put on here because whilst it is completely natural, it's just, I don't even know if YouTube would allow it, because obviously it's quite graphic, isn't it? So I won't put the really like graphic detail stuff, but I'll go through it all and see what is suitable. You know, when the first one came out, I don't know if this is just because the type of person I am, or whether it's because I've got like birth trauma myself. And I know some people will think, Alicia, you're a human, this is a cat, but I am an empath. You know, I feel people's feelings. When Mango delivered the first one, I was crying. And Paul was like, is you okay? And I was like, I don't know, it just... And oh gosh. I don't know, I feel like I feel like I need to do the get to know me video now, because I've been saying it for a while, but like life events are cropping up and I'm like, Leisha, this is where you need to refer to what, to you. But obviously I don't want to just like drop little hints here, there and everywhere. But you've all seen like Mila and Dawson, and you've probably seen Dawson's hand. Oh God. Now part of me is like, do I cut this bit out? This is not why you're doing this, Leash. That's not why you're doing this. I'm doing this to be real. Yeah. I'll get round to doing it, but yeah. Just in a nutshell, because my tea's going cold and I never get hot tea. Yeah, so when Mango gave birth to her first kitten, I just, like, I've never had a flashback of birth. I've had, like, thought backs, but never, like, image flashbacks. I did have, like, my first image flashback, and I just thought, what if one of these kittens has got, like, missing claws? Like, Dawson's got 4 missing digits, missing fingers. Like, I shouldn't be thinking that, should I? I should just be embracing. I'm just gonna press pause, okay? I'm gonna finish my cup of tea because I didn't want this to go like this. And I'm just gonna have my moment and I'm gonna think of some glimmers. And I'll be back. I can't get rid of any of these. There is no way. Oh, excuse the belly. There is no way I am going to be able to get rid of any of these. But last night, Paul said, right, what are we going to do now about advertising these cats? And I said, well, love, we probably don't need to advertise any because we're going to keep the light grey and the ruby. And my sister will probably have the other 2. Right, okay, he said. And that's like the first time he's ever not said. That's the first time. Yeah, that's the first time he's ever not said. Do you know, I don't understand these questions. They're like, I never understand how to get these out. But anyway, he didn't say, Leash, we're not having 2. And that's the first time he's ever not said, we're not having 2, or he's ever not said, ugh. Can someone please explain why does our brain really like struggle with those kind of things? But anyway, I think we're going to keep 2, so that means we'll have 4 cats in the house. But I did say, like, we'll probably sell them for £4,000 each so that nobody wants them, but nobody will pay that. So we'll have to keep them all. I even tried saying, because we've got a farm just above us. My hand is really aching. We've got a farm just above us by here, literally right across the road. And we've got a load of allotments down the side of the house. So I have said, why don't we just have allotment cats? And they will primarily live over there. But then I can say to Paul, they just keep coming home, love. What are we going to do? Are we just going to have to let them do what they want? You see where I'm going with this? This literally feels like the newborn cuddles. Can you see what I mean about this one having like its own personality? Oh, we're awake. I'm just going to have a morning of kitten cuddles. I've watered the garden. I've put some floor cleaner down on the tiles outside. I haven't even had my tea yet, but I am not moving. You bet I'm going to stay here. I actually wore a sheet mask to bed last night and I slept in it for ages. And yet I haven't even washed my face yet this morning. I didn't do the school run, Paul took the kids. But look how like glowy my skin looks just from wearing the sheet mask to bed. I think I've still got the pack by the side of me. 2 secs. I literally don't want to move because I don't want this. Hi. Are you calling me? Oh, you're going back to sleep. Yeah, I absolutely love the Garnier. In fact, I've never used any other sheet mask because I've just fallen in love with this straight away. The Garnier Moisture Bomb Sheet Mask. Garnier actually said to me, can you pick a favourite? And I was like, hell no. How can I pick a favourite? The ones I've currently got in the drawer is the blue one. I don't know, they all got different names, super hydrating and replumping, but I feel like they all just make your skin like really plump and hydrated. But I do love the vitamin C, which I think is the yellowy orange one, this blue one, and there's a nighttime one as well, which I took to Italy and I woke up in the morning and I actually had to feel my face because I thought it was like still damp, but it was just really, really shiny. So yeah, they are my 3 top. I've got the pink one in there as well. What's that one for? I think that's like a sensitive one. I'm not sure, but I really am going to make an effort to wear these more. Yeah, I'm really going to make an effort to wear these more because my skin loves them, absolutely loves them. And there's actually still quite a lot of serum left in here. So tonight, I think I'm just going to put that on my face again. Like, I know people will probably say, Leash, you should use all of the serum in one, but I haven't. And my skin feels nice this morning and it looks nice and glowy as well. So, guys, look what I mean about this one. Look at him. He's literally almost upside down. This one is twitching. If any of you are wondering where our other photo's gone, Paul dropped it. And he's partly blaming me because we've had a new mirror. I have actually recorded our delivery of the William Wood mirror, but I don't know when. I don't know if it's going to be posted before this or after it or during it. I really don't know. I've got so much content I need to like put together. But yeah, we had the William Wood mirror delivered and I was so excited because it was like stone, came back, it wasn't stone, partly my fault. I should have read the description. It was stone effect. The range have got the wooden mirrors and I could have done a stone effect on there for like £20, a DIY job. So, and the quality was just not worth the money at all. So we sent that back and the customer service has been fab, I will admit. The driver was lovely. They promptly picked it up, returned it, and refunded it, sorry, straight away. It's just the quality wasn't there. But then we went to the range and found another one and it was £100. I will get up and show you, but I'm having kitten cuddles a sec. But yeah, I asked Paul if we could see what this would look like, this other mirror, opposite this other photo opposite the mirror. And in doing so, he dropped it. So it's currently on the floor by here in a few pieces. I do want to get another one, but I don't know if I want to put different ones in here. Although I have to be careful because the bed is like a walnut woody colour. I can't put like a washed wood on the wall, so I may have to stick with the white, get another one of the white, and put the washed, then again, I don't know, because the mirror we've got is a washed mirror, washed wood. I don't know if that needs to just be white as well. So when I decide to get up, I will show you. But at the moment, I'm just having kitten cwtches. And for those of you watching that are not from Wales, cwtch is a cuddle. So I'm having a kitten cuddle. They're actually twitching. Daisy, Daisy, give me your answer too. I'm half crazy over the love of you. It won't be a stylish marriage. I can't afford a carriage, but you look sweet upon that seat of the bicycle made for two. Stop it. Oh my gosh, I am literally in meditation heaven right now. He literally fell asleep then to my voice. Oh, I'm sorry, did I squash you? You want me to sing again? Okay. The sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow. I often see these videos of like cute kittens and I can't quite believe that they look like that, but they do and I'm living it now. Look at this little paw. Somebody did actually message me the other day and said, Alicia, can you record a bedtime series? Sorry, I got sidetracked by these cute eyes. I was like, what do you mean, a bedtime series? And they said, oh, you want mummy? I'll go and get her now. They said that I often listen to your vlogs and your stories on Instagram when I'm in bed because they put me to sleep. And part of me is like, one, is it because I'm boring? Or two, is it because like my voice is therapeutic? And she said, your voice is so therapeutic. I think it'd be good to do like reading a bedtime story for the kids. Oh, it's warm. It's very, very warm. Please excuse this. But Alexa, what's the temperature outside?
At the moment, it's 20 degrees Celsius.
20 is...
You can expect a low of 8 degrees.
Oh, that sounds lovely. Feels like a lot more than 20 degrees, doesn't it? Come and sit by here. Come and show everybody your glamorous style.
Hi.
So this is somebody who can't go out the street in just a standard shorts and t-shirt. She's got to have like lip gloss in her pocket, shades on her face. She's got her lip gloss in her pocket, got her shades up on her face. It's gone shy now. But I couldn't wear those shorts and t-shirt on the school run. I had to put something on a bit more presentable. So I literally just threw this on. It's got a bit big now. We've popped down. Let me move you back a sec because you're going to be looking into my eyes. We popped to, what was the pet shop called? Twin Pet, to get some kitten milk because even though the kittens are quite... Mango wants to go out and I'm conscious that she's going to go out, they're going to need feeding. So we're just going to do something called complementary feeding. Leela! Let me just shut the door a sec. Shut this door a sec, okay? So yeah, we're going to do something called complementary feeding, which is basically kittens under 6 weeks of age in addition to their mother's milk. So we're going to give them some of this, and the directions are, they're kind of like baby milk, like formula. Using the scoop provided in the lid, add 7 level scoops to 100 ml of warm boiled water. I can't believe we're going back to this boiled water malarkey. I'll have to get one of those newbies that my sister's got that she gives to the baby to cool it down. And stir until completely dissolved. Allow to cool until lukewarm, 38 or blood temperature. So I guess that's just going to be on our hand like we do with the kids. Syringe, or this. Right. Easy to use and durable. Do you know what I should get? I should get one of those, remember on Meet the Fockers, where they had the like pretending breast? Oh, cute as, oh my gosh. 1, 2, 3, 4, oh, there's 5. We've got 4 kittens as well, so this will be cute. They can all have their own teeth. There's no hole. Oh, hang on. Hang on a minute. Oh, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh. This. Guys, I'm confused. The kids have just got me trying to suck this. Nothing comes out. I don't know how to work this. There's not a lid. Guys, how do we do these? There's like a little hole in there. I don't know. Maybe I could like...
Mother, where are the Sabinian families?
Or up the attic. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I could like I breastfed the kids. So how do I feed the kittens? Because I can't lay them down, can I? Shall I like hold it like this and put them on? Oh, how are we gonna do this? Shall I like put them on like that? Or like, how do you do this? I'm gonna have to ring my friend. She's a vet and ask her how she feeds the lambs. Oh, I went on a hen weekend once and we went to the farm and they were birthing lambs. And what did he say to do? Hold the neck up like this, like that. Encourage them. Please, nobody press pause when I'm doing this, for God's sake. I'd be like, oh, right. I'm not going to record me feeding them for the first time. I'm going to wait until I've sussed it out. And then I will show you all when we feed them. But yeah, I think I'm going to wait for Paul to come home. And I'm actually going to press record like secretly. So the angle might be a bit off, but just to see what Paul's reaction is. See if he sucks it as well. I don't understand. Puncture the top of the teat with a needle or cut a small piece off the top with scissors. Hang on, this is a dog. Oh, right, it's only the bottle. When doing this, be cautious as too large an opening in the teat can cause gagging. If an animal starts chewing rather than sucking, is finished feeding and the bottle should be withdrawn. Clean the bottle and rub a teeth thoroughly after each use. That would have saved my embarrassment, wouldn't it, if I'd just read that first of all rather than started. Right, I'm going to go feed these. I'm going to prep one up. What's the time? Oh, Paul's going to be an hour. I really don't know if this is a good idea with Paul and 2 kids because God knows what will happen. There'll just be milk squirting everywhere. We'll see. I'll keep you posted. Hi, baby. You human, Mummy try and give you some milky. Any tips on how we do this? Oh, fuck. Come on, baby, I'll little bit of milky. Can't do it. Does want it though, because it's dropped on my chest and she's licking it. Okay, baby. I can't lie her down, can I? Mango! Mango's like, I'm having my food, babe. Lie down by here, look. Lie down by here. Maybe you don't want to be handled for it. Come on. Come on, baby. I'm not taking your kitty away.
No.
Come on. Yay! Good girl, Milky Jaw.
Placement.
Yeah.